my one weakness, ngithanda abosisi abadala.
Someone he's dating at this point in time.
What if I'm pricky?
That happens. Okay. And die before.
I think fathers knew peace and they knew where to find peace. It's just that where they found peace.
I fight, I win. What? Dark days can't hold me in.
No, guys, finally, we're here. Welcome to the very first episode of Oh Shit, We're Older. If you guys are wondering what this podcast is about, as you can see, these very handsome men of a particular age are sitting right next to me. With this comes an insane amount of wisdom, lived experience, perspective. So really, this show is about, us sharing our opinions on things that have to do with everyday life, current affairs, life's journey, things about manhood. As you can see, like I said, it's 4 guys here, 4 black men that have an opinion about life. Without further ado, my name is Tabiso, aka Biso. I'm going to be the MC and the host, obviously, of this podcast.
Yeah, man.
And I'm going to let the rest of the gents just, tell us a bit about who they are. I'll start with Spokesy. Masego.
Sandy Marcel, property developer, property investor, all around businessman, and eager to have a conversation.
Yeah. Nice, Mr. Masego.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Matela, please jump in there.
Yeah, man. The name is Andrew. Matela, as Jen just said, I go by Drew. Tech fanatic. Father of 2. Gym fanatic. I won't say fanatic. I'm a fan of exercise. I'm a gym guy and I like a little bit of fitness here.
Influence, I'm a gym.
Okay. No. I go there. A little bit of fitness here and there. Yeah, man. That's me. Design, creative. Yeah, man. That's Drew. That's what I go by.
Okay. Which name must I use? Which name must I use?
I'll do this myself. So, Deza the director, Deza, David, Masikole, whichever name you prefer.
Yeah, man.
So, also a father of 2. And
What's fun? At some point, we'll explain why you're laughing. But anyway, let the man tell you story.
laugh as if I'm lying. Now people are going to think I have 6 kids.
Imagine, he has the age gap between the kids. It's questionable, Mark.
So filmmaker, gym hobby.
Hobbies.
Is that gymming or? What is
so like a lover of outdoors as well. Just someone who's chilled, outgoing, But love the film side. That's me right there.
I just want to say good. Kona bakhuluma manga. Many somewhere yeah. Kona bakhuluma amanga ngezinto but asikho la.
Straight of man.
Now what the outdoors gym, okay, all right, but it's fine. But these are the boys, right? These are the gents, these are the men. As you guys can tell, this is just a conversation that has made it outside of the WhatsApp group.
Yep.
And I've mentioned earlier on, my name is Tabiso, and I'm a father. I'm a professional. I've got a 9 to 5.
A father of how many?
Father of 1.
Well, don't say it like it's better because one.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not. Look, I can safely say that. From a societal perspective, I'm not playing my part. I only have 1.
Yeah.
The general population of the world is in decline. So I will play my part eventually. But right now, I've got a beautiful 5-year-old daughter. Father, career person, business owner, overall solutionist. Yeah, and I'm happy to have you guys here. Hey, let's jump straight into it, Buffet too. We come from a hectic December, etc. I'll start with Drew.
Yeah.
What makes you, just looking at the week that you've had, what has made you happy? Just something that you've been happy about, and you obviously be in.
So in the last week, let me say. So recently got back to the 9 to 5. So yeah, the traffic was good. That gives you joy not to wait behind anyone on the road. So that helped. So there was no traffic. I mean, it was easy to get to where I was going to, easy to come back. Work was a breeze, no stress there. So that's kind of fun. It would be nice to have that all year round.
Been nice to be employed. Nice employment issues right here.
Issues are nice.
So yeah, it's been an easy week. Hasn't been stressful. It's been that, and yeah, man. So nothing too hectic in the last week of this year.
Yeah.
Well, the first week of this year.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Mr. Masego, what's made you happy, man? Over the past week?
I would say what's making me happy is spending time with my kids. Yeah. Well, the business was running, so I learned to delegate effectively. So I could spend time with the kids. That's my high point.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Dave?
I think for me now, we're on the third season of our show. Do watch it. Ikaslani on SAPC 1.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
right.
that's quite exciting.
Moves right
It's
there.
about to start Konamanje on the 13th of January on Tuesday, but it will be playing every Tuesdays at 6 o'clock on SABC 1. So do watch that.
Yeah. And what's made you sad, Dave? Since we were still with you, what's made you sad about this week?
Well, I wasn't until yesterday when I
laughed. I shouldn't laugh.
drove over some sharp object on the N12 and I kind of, ruined one of my tires. Had to replace that. Run flats.
How much did it cost?
BMW. So
How much did it
mention
cost?
the price. I'll just say
No,
BMW run flats. Anyone that knows, or if you wanna know, go research how much a tire costs. Yeah, that's my down moment right
It's
there.
a down moment. Yeah. I mean, what Spokes mentioned earlier about the kids is also something that made me happy. My daughter's 5 years old, and you know how it is if you're raising kids in the burbs. English versus mother tongue becomes a problem.
Challenge.
It's a proper challenge. So I was really had a good experience with my daughter. I think over the past couple of months into December, she's consciously trying to speak Setswana.
Nice.
With
So who's teaching us? You or
I am
the
grandmother, mother, the whole shebang.
That's dope, man.
I think it landed. We've been trying, but I think with her now it's like, let me try this thing, and she's taken a concerted effort to find as many words as possible. She asked me questions about what this, that, and that is Kastswana. She
Nice.
answers, and you have a fruitful conversation Kastswana. So that's something that made me really happy.
But while we're on that, because I know it's a big debate, especially on social media. Is there a problem with a child that young not speaking their mother language or African language, just speaking English only? I mean, based on the fact that uhlale masababzi, and we know with uhlale masababzi, you're probably going to a multiracial school, which is English, as the first
Not
language.
multiracial. Yeah.
What is it there?
How many races are there?
Very few.
It's more than 3. It's multi. It's multiracial. It's multiracial enough.
I mean, is there really an issue with your child not being able to speak an African language, especially, in those prime ages?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there has to be a language that you can communicate to your child without the everybody around you hearing what you guys are saying. I think it's very critical. And I think, yes, and gladly, man, was because there's innuendos, there's metaphors, there's ways of telling your child, don't speak to that person with a smile on your face and that person not being offended. But your child knows what you said and you can carry that message across. That's fine. I think, it's very necessary rather than speaking Islam. Yeah.
In fact, I after you asked the question, I knew for a fact that he was going to take it. Masego was going to be the first one to jump on that one because, these are some discussions we've had. But I think to the point that you made right now, there's language and there's culture. There's one to not speak the language, but understand where you come from, understand the heritage, not lose the black in you by, So there's more to it than just language. I know people that speak the language very fluently, but they know just the language at face value. They don't know a lot about their past.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on, language-wise, it does matter. It does help. I mean, they might not speak. So if you want to speak to your grandmother, you might need to kind of learn the language to accommodate them, for example. So that's kind of
English.
Nah, Mjolo. So, you know, finding a slums. Yeah, so that language part is beneficial there, but I think more towards understanding the culture. Kind of language is a huge point, but it's not the only. The culture, I think, for me, matters more than just the language. I've got friends that speak ridiculous English, but they're so bound. They're strictly KZN, like, but they don't speak Zulu.
What in Mjolo was it? Do you speak English? Because if you are so strong into the culture, then you should be able to communicate. To
Yeah, but if you throw in spirituality, it's a different thing.
Hey, your grandmother, your granddad.
Why?
Just pass on this place.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Vibes, you know?
I support
Simple point.
I support Usandile, Mr. Masego here, on language. I think it's really important.
It's a factor.
Le ingane lezi zifunde ukukhuluma i-language yakubo, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, if we talk about how important culture is, one of the pillars of culture is language.
Communication.
Yeah, communication. You know, and the lack that. I mean, I'll use myself as an example. Model C school from grade 1, from crash to grade 1,
Multiracial.
Multiracial. And there are challenges that you go through as a ingani, a boarding school that learns English, but then ekhaya khulunywa
As you speak,
isiTswana or
I hear you.
you have to find a way to reconcile that, and it causes tension within yourself, and you don't know why the tension exists, but there's a connection that's missing. So to avoid kids having that turmoil, anxiety, whatever the case might be, of connecting with their family, with their people, with their community, in language ibalulekile, because it allows them to plug into the community, never sense of belonging.
No.
So very much a big proponent of learning their language as a strong pillar of their culture.
Yeah.
No, like I've seen that as well. I think within family as well. It's quite a bit difficult to connect, especially in our cousins. You know, when you're meeting for Christmas lunches and whatever other events that happen, family events. But once there's cousins from different places, like in my cousins, rural areas, you know, who won't bother speaking English just to accommodate where we want, it becomes quite sad when you see their child, you know, standing in the corner there, unable to communicate with other kids. But at the same time, I also understand why parents will choose to teach their kids English as a first language, even a home language, because it makes it easier for them to be able to actually
unfortunately.
Yeah,
It is unfortunate.
and be ahead of the other kids, because it's quite hard to, you know, transition from khuluma isiZulu eKasi all the time, then all of a sudden now you are expected to speak English esikolweni and you must be good at it. So in order for the child to excel,
It's not hard. It's not hard. I mean, look at all of our political leaders that are very well articulated.
Well articulated.
No, I'm not okay because they speak in that this is our country.
No, don't mistake language with accent. Sure, accents might be posh, but they speak English. They speak
English. That's what I'm saying, Guti. They speak English and they can speak their home language. And what I noticed about the English, a lot is lost in translation when you're translating from Zulu to English. A lot.
That's why it's important for kids to learn the language so that they
learn English.
No, yeah, for school.
No,
for school, I feel like
I think Tina, as South Africans, secretly see it because English is not the number one language in China.
We have been missing.
But whether we like it or not, our kids are currently learning in English. Yeah, we can argue that. Listen, I agree with you.
Okay.
But the fact is, the language of learning in South Africa is English.
But the language of learning,
yes,
cool, but it's not the language of communication.
Well, it's become the language of communication depending on where you stay. Yeah. We live in Joburg, and we know for a fact that in Joburg, whether you are from Soweto, Oslo, East, West,
you're
South,
going to speak English
or
English Zulu
and Zulu. Those are the two main languages.
So then
guys. I mean,
but it is.
That whatever that tal is, that's a mixture of all of these languages.
Damn.
Peter, mina ngishala ngesizulu.
Nice.
Shala ngesizulu.
Colors as well?
Shy line.
No, you bait the fish.
Yeah.
The way that you catch it. So manje obvious mangabe ngibona ukuthi hawu ngikhuluma isilungu mara mean, I prefer
You
Queen
bait and the
Zulu because it's Zulu, not that. It's poetic. And like any black language or African language, dude, it has a big following. It's almost like it comes with emotion.
No,
There's-
Yeah.
There's a certain way you posture yourself up. There's a way that you talk. There's a way that you deliver messages.
Just like
it's
promoting this
There's a,
for
there's
hardcore.
it's an African language.
yeah. I mean, there's also something that we take for granted, right? Is that labantwana laba, our kids can learn multiple languages.
Yes.
It's 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Multiple languages. We are the ones that are limiting them.
Yeah.
So if there's English being spoken in Skela, there's an opportunity for inkulumo yasekhaya to happen in Chini and other languages.
Yeah.
You know, so for example, and I'm not boasting in any way, shape, or form. Ingoseami at her English medium school, she's obviously learning English, but she's also learning Spanish. Now I'm putting pressure on her to Tswana, and I wanted to learn Zulu because we're in Joburg. So she's learning 4 languages at 5 years old.
Yeah, man.
So we can pile them on and pile them
Yeah.
on. They can pick it up.
Take, for instance, us on our upbringing. I was never taught Zulu. I was never taught Tswana. And I was never taught Venda or Shanghai. But
So
no. So, but you learn as you go. Which us as adults, children learn quicker and faster than us as adults.
But that's exposure.
Better.
To his point, we were
Yes.
exposed by people that don't speak English.
Yes.
Right now, our kids are exposed to, if my son comes here right now, you guys are going to speak in English. That's what they're exposed to.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's more exposure. Take them to their grandparents.
But then you control what he's exposed to, right?
Correct.
So you could tell us, guys, don't compromise. Ngicela nikhulumeni isiZulu or ngicela nikhulumeni isiShanghai.
But where does he spend most of his time?
It's so...
But you control that. What I'm saying is, as parents, we must take accountability for
No, you don't.
how our kids are
He
growing.
spends half of his time at school.
Half.
Not most of his time, not even half. During the week.
Oh, chief.
And think about it. Your kid is at school most of the time. You back at like 5 o'clock.
I mean.
Oh,
let them know. Let them know.
Yeah.
okay, generally, parents will be at work until 5, 6 o'clock.
Sure.
That's the only time they see the kids. Most of the time they're at school, after care, whatever the case might be. They come back 2 hours because I'm assuming that every kid's bedtime is 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, they go to sleep. So only 2 hours with the parents.
Yeah.
Most of the week.
So yeah, thanks, Jess, for that. A critical part of the podcast is also answering, what the people that watch us have to say. So we have an anonymous section where you guys get to ask us anonymous stuff. We pick it up online and then we pose the question and the Jess give their perspective
To your own parent.
To your own,
To your own parent.
to your own parent
Yeah.
sometimes. So here it goes. It says. Hi, brothers. I'm a 28-year-old who has a good job, a place to stay, and regard myself as very focused. My one weakness, ngithanda abosisi abadala.
That's a man, right?
Yes. I mean, it could be anything. You're right. It could be anybody from the spectrum. But this is a dude.
How do we know it's a dude?
No, we get in
I say
context.
I'm a 20-year-old. Okay, brothers, I'm a 28-year-old who has a good job, a place to stay, and regard myself as very focused. Focused, man.
Yeah.
My one weakness, ngithanda abosisi abadala. This has always been my thing. Right now, I'm falling in love with a 42-year-old mother of 2, and my family does not know. Bafuna abazulu. Ngenze njani?
Baletha ngithi bakhona abayi
28-year-old loves older women. I mean, I can understand, some wives.
You can understand.
I can no.
Mama village.
He's
I can understand.
No, I can.
Okay. Let's give him a chance.
As a man, you understand the allure of some older women, especially if you're in your 20s, right?
Yeah.
Women are attractive. Some older women are also more attractive.
Yeah.
But this is a 28-year-old who's attracted to a 42-year-old, has 2 kids.
Yeah.
and he's got family pressure ukuthi ayenza abazukulu.
Yeah.
What's your advice for him?
No, phela manje he must present what the family would like to lesikokwane lesi. And makungabe angeke akhona. Kumele avume lesikokwane ukuthi no.
Skopwane relative to his 28.
To his 48, 42 years old.
28 and the 42. So that means she's older umdlula ngeminyaka to him. So the Skopwane is relative to his age. Yes, not that 42-year-olds are Skopwanes. It's relative to his age. Yes, carry on.
No, phela manje the reason why he likes them is because these elderly women are very experienced in the game. And they know how to play with 20-year-olds. They won't play that game with 30-year-olds. They know how to play the game with the 20-year-olds, and how to make them fall in love, how to, love them a lot. Because they are experienced. They're not really like other men. And they also acquired knowledge. So
they're basically preying on them.
They are preying on them. The 42-year-olds are preying on them.
But these are adults that are consenting.
No, but they're both adults. To be fair, they're both adults.
No.
At 28, you're adult.
With the experience.
The 28-year-old lacks experience.
He's still an adult.
Yeah, but he lacks experience.
But he's a legal individual, but he lacks experience. But
if he was experienced, he would know the true value of getting the highest pitch on the tree. I lay pansy.
Thanks for that perspective. I mean, that's an interesting perspective. Any other gents want to throw in and give some wisdom, man?
I do want to say something. Or you were asking about it, 24-year-old.
28-year-old.
28, 42, yeah.
Oh, 42. Oh,
Let's go with him. No, you can
Go Dev.
I'd say, as a 28-year-old, you shouldn't be dating no 42-year-old. You have no business dating a 42-year-old because you will never see any other woman as mature enough for you after that.
Preying on the young.
And you are a victim.
You're a victim.
Of abuse.
Ow.
You are a victim of abuse. Yes.
No. What if it's real love, Majita? What if
biologically, we know that a woman your age, Taliso, is older than you mentally. Which is maturity. Maturity levels are
maybe not me, but other women, yes.
Most men. Any woman that you date that's your age is more mature than you.
Not entirely.
In most cases.
Okay.
Because they mature faster.
What are you saying?
So I'm saying do not be dating a 42-year-old as a 28-year-old because
ufike kanjani kuze ukuthi uthande? Phela manje that 42-year-old knows how you perceive love.
Yeah,
so she knows what to do.
So you think it's manipulation?
For you to love.
What if she's sincere?
Sincere
and now I'm talking 42 years old as in the outlander. He's really sincere in his outlook on love. I love that he's sincere on his outlook because I have had nonsense.
We're not talking about someone that's 2 years, 3 years young.
No. We're talking about a 42-year-old that has, because older women like younger guys. One of the things they like about younger guys is their perspective on love. But because of its sincerity, yes. Because of its sincerity, honesty.
No.
I also it was not designed like that. Man, by God.
They like
let's give truth.
It goes to, it is a lifestyle discussion. To be fair, I partially agree with both of the gentlemen that are vehemently saying it must not be done. But I think he's young, right? He might not have said it in that message, but this is not his last lover. He's at a phase where he's experiencing life now. So this is for him, someone he's dating at this point in time.
What if I'm tricky?
That happens.
Okay. Chances are, but with modern science,
probability is low, but
high risk. However, possible. Yes, Jayam. Okay. Artificial insemination is an opportunity. Yes.
Artificial.
create babies in certain spaces. Andrew, yes, please.
But to what I was saying is, to him, you're right. It's not the norm.
Yeah.
But it's not the norm, but it's not abnormal. How can I put this? It's not
taboo.
It's not taboo per se. It's not the convention. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
It's not the convention, but it does occur. To the point that you made earlier on, yes, it is very rare for older women to date younger men at a certain age. 20-year-olds don't date 17-year-olds, but 42-year-olds understand that a 28-year-old is a grown-up.
Yeah.
Right? He's an adult. The things she finds attractive in that 28-year-old, she might be escaping from her peers because of her experiences in life.
100%.
So she wants this young man because he might, but that's not exactly a bad thing.
It is a bad thing for
He's
the man.
lovable.
He's lovable.
There's attributes
He
that
has
are
not
lovable.
given her.
No.
He has not. He's not
Free.
providing her with the stresses that her peers do because they've also lived and they've gone through their experiences. And
Diabetes.
You can't lead someone that knows more than you do. It is impossible to lead someone that knows more than you.
Who
It depends on whether they
makes the
submit
decisions?
or not. Because
Who's gonna
submission is a choice, right? So you can have somebody who's a leader, Mjolo, eventually, right? Even in the corporate space, they have to submit. Then you are able to lead them. If they don't
How
submit,
are
then
you
you can't.
teaching your teacher? Then you can't. You can't. That's
No,
your
I think
teacher,
it's a choice. That's what I'm saying. With you choose to submit. Okay, but
So I choose to be your student even though I'm your teacher. I'm your Mr. Miyagi.
choose to
Or
submit.
Miss Miyagi in this case.
yeah, you can choose to submit because just like in any relationship, there has to be a leader, right? So if you know Wiki, you're 42 and there's a 28-year-old and you having leadership as a woman is causing conflict in your relationship,
there's something
then it'll be easier for you to submit. Then as a woman, if you are sincere, and I'm not a woman, but if you are seeking the longevity of the relationship, you'll find a way to make the relationship
I think
work.
Uti, I wanna this young guy.
One more minute on this.
If he wants to have a fulfilled life, he has to lead in the relationship.
Touche.
The fact that she is older than him, knows more than him, he will never lead. He will think he's leading. He will only assume leadership. He will never be able to state certain things. This lady has gone through the works and come out.
Maybe she hasn't, but it could be that she
What if
has.
she's got 2 kids and she's dating someone who's not the father of the kids?
What if she's a widow? Okay, but anyway, well, I digress, but please
fine.
land your point.
But now, what I'm saying is, she must give a chance to this young man to have children. Can he experience what you experience? Because now, what you will expect of him is to take her where she is and elevate. But now, there's more than 10 years that he's not going to live now. Now, this guy's going to go from 28 to 48 and be the man of a 42-year-old. It's impossible.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off. No, so is your concern the age gap or just full stop? Pela, there are some people that are mature for their age, as society tends to put it. So it's not numerical. Yes, I'm 25, but I could be mature for my age in the sense that I can lead a woman to submit to me,
like this guy.
despite her being older than me. So is your concern the fact that the gap is so large, or is the fact that she's older full stop? Because the large gap, I understand 100%.
Yes.
But it can't just be older full stop. Older does not mean more mature.
But if we were to say that the age, the value of her age is contributed by her experience, and experience being knowledge, then he is down. He's at the bottom. You know, he's going to lose every battle. He's going to think he's won certain arguments, but those are the arguments that she wants him to lead.
So my advice to this young fella, enjoy, be direct with the lady that, look, I'm here for my enjoyment. And then move on. That's not where home is going to be. You know, there's more to life, Ndota. There's more ladies that you can find that could potentially de-stress your future.
Yeah, no, you're a good host. No, I say he's gonna come under fire, but yeah, that's good advice.
No. Okay, let's move on. Moving along swiftly. Damn. We're in 2026. I want to ask you guys, like, what are your opinions? You've lived through many New Year's resolutions in your tender ages.
Yeah.
What are your opinions of New Year's resolutions, Dave? Dave?
I feel like New Year's resolutions are outdated and they're quite ridiculous for me because you can't base your life on the start of a new date. You can't wait for, 2026 to start what you need to do.
True.
Why can't you start in 2025? Why can't you start in December if you want to gym? Why can't you start before that?
But
why does it have to be
maybe
a new
I,
resolution?
maybe I need the rah and the hype around new me, new things, to crescendo so that I can then have the confidence to do it.
That's the reason why you don't have the consistency, is because when you are waiting for a certain date, it's like Valentine's Day. I'll only love you on Valentine's Day. So does that mean I'm not loving you throughout the whole time? So, but that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be based on a date. It shouldn't be date based. It should be something that you feel like doing. And the longer you wait, the chances are you will have that hype that you're talking about.
Mjolo, so at 25, bro.
In my mind, I probably have started.
Let's proceed. No, each year, not each year changes. So if it works for you, you use it. If it is a new year. I mean, the fact it was 2020.
No, it is
2026. And I mean, if it can motivate you to turn over a new leaf. I mean, a lot of men are turning over new leaves. They're turning over new things.
How many leaves have been turned? It's like the whole tree at this point of leaves have been turned.
One new leaf are you turning over?
Yeah.
What's this leaf's name?
Hey, let them men leave.
It's beautiful to turn over a new leaf. That's
No, but I think you've both got a point. I think what David touched on is, you have to be, your sense of self must be so strong that you must not be reliant on the externalities for you to have drive for your own life, for your own responsibility to drive your own life, which is a very stoic and ideal thing as a man to do. But there's the other side of the leaf, like
stoicism.
Just mentioned, right?
Stoicism.
And there's nothing wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
Because Spokes is also saying that some of us or some people might not have that self-determination or strong willpower at that point in time to direct their lives intentionally. So they wait for, everybody to be excited, to hear the new you, get the hype so that they can have the confidence to then say, okay, ngomhlaka 1 January ngizoti neat. There's
the problem with, to his point, David, the external hype is team paraffin. If it's not yours already, you'll be done by March.
Yeah.
We know our gym gents that new year, new me, resolution.
Yeah.
They start in second week of Jan, they're done by March because it was never them to begin with. I don't have problem with New Year's resolution, but you have to make them a thing. Don't make it the hype.
Yeah.
Because
don't jump on that.
It literally is.
Hype fizzles out.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's a trend.
Any trend.
100%.
It's different for different people. I mean, it's like for a person who wants to quit alcohol, he's waiting for that day to say, Azini.
He's waiting for the 1st of January, which I do.
What are you quitting now?
Up before December.
Look, the fact that there's a start for everything. There's a start for a good life. There's a start for turning over the new leaf. There's a start for starting a new relationship. There's a start for quitting alcohol.
I want to get into this now. This is a lot. But okay, let's go.
But the start has a date. I don't think, maybe you are saying, Uti, we have a hype about New Year. But there has to be a start date. And if everyone's start date, but you must understand, Uti, if everybody pushes the trend of New Year, I'm going to change. Maybe you wanted to change 3 months from now, but New Year is in a week's time. So that pushes you to say, okay, I'm comfortable to change 3 months from now, but it's a new year. Maybe there can be a new me now or in the next week.
So if because we're all parents here, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have got sons. If you were to give one direction to your son, whether it's David's perspective or your perspective, which one would you lead your son toward as a man?
I would lead my son to my own direction. No,
Give him a chance.
But it may seem like you're lost, but because you know why? The beauty of having a date with
okay.
It's the planning, it's the preparation.
You got a point.
Guys, you got a point. You have to understand, Guti, your point of view, I can have lots of excuses. with my point of view, dude, you lose once, you've lost the whole year. So next year, I can say, yazin, 1st of January, yazin, 1st of February, yazin, 1st of March. And it's not special anymore, dude. But it puts you in a certain group also.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a new you and you hashtag new me, also have new me, and they can give you that motivation. Maybe no matter. Ngoba yena uzodaya notanga last year.
I won't say that. That sounds like
what I wanted to respond to was the planning. Sometimes we get so stuck in the planning that we don't action. So that's my biggest problem. I feel like in order for you to get anything moving, you know this for a fact.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, you need to start. You'd be like, I don't have enough funds.
Yes.
But the moment you start, things start happening. But if you don't start and you stress over the planning, you stress over the I'm not ready. It's not the right time. You might never start.
That's the significance of the new year. Because the new year says, I'm starting, whether you're ready or not. Whether you've joined the gym or not. So what it does, as the new year comes closer and closer, and you know that a lot of people are doing it.
So now refresh.
So now, I haven't joined the gym. But my goal was to gym, not to join a gym. So I guess I'll jog here for the first month. You know? I'm not drinking. I only drink with Umaspol or one Kamala. I only drink with So avoid. I want to like David we ask avoid Christmas.
that one needs to be discussed.
But New Year, I really feel good. In New Year, we must look at it as a new year because it is a new year. Birthdays is another thing, but a new year, dude, it's an opportunity. That's all you have is that year. All you have is 2026.
Matela, and the question is, you've got a son.
Yeah.
Where would you direct him to? Because I mean, there can be one decision. Yeah.
Oh, see, it's so hard to give it to someone else. But okay, what would I tell him? I would say, before you do it for the sake of doing it, convince yourself of why you're doing it. Right? Because I think, and to your point, there's going to be a year every year. And you're going to be, sure, you've got 0 bodies so far because, it's the beginning of the year. But the fact of the matter is, there's going to be a new year every year.
Did you say 0?
You said 0 bodies?
Yeah, you're zero.
The only one.
No, he said you refresh. No, he said you refresh, you renew every year. Yeah, all right.
You refresh and you renew bodies every year. Oh, yeah.
That's in Toledo.
No, don't take it not like that. So it's if you don't give yourself a reason why that thing matters, you won't continue with it. So to the point where Steam Paraffin is, yes, I'm hyped up now, but if I don't really want to do that thing, I'm doing it because everyone is starting. Like gym is the worst one. Because everyone joins a gym because everyone's joining gyms.
Yeah.
But if you make fitness your thing, which is what you said earlier on, it's like if you make fitness your thing, you won't care if you're doing it, because you've made fitness your thing. So if you give it a purpose, the when you start will never even matter. You can even start in March. Okay. So the hype of a new year will fade, but the why should always remain. So
tomorrow is not promised.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Tomorrow's not promised. So you can't be like, I'll start tomorrow when there's today. You thought about it today, but I need to change it.
Yes, that I do.
So when else you start seeing it?
Now.
Since we're talking about now, what are your New Year's resolutions this year? Just share with us, share with the audience.
Write down my. I still need to do my. No, I still need to do my what do you call it, Gonja?
Vision board.
Vision board. I still need to do my vision board. But I do know where I'm starting currently.
Yeah.
I've started already.
Okay.
And I started way before 2026.
Are you at liberty to share some of those just to make them real and share with some of them? One of the few?
It's within the film space, but nothing to share for now. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Masego? New Year's resolutions. Because I mean, I'm going to be holding you accountable, and I know yours, Dave. So even though we don't have it on camera, I'm going to be holding you accountable, right?
Yeah. But no more new leaves now. It's enough leaves.
Yeah. With me, I have no New Year's resolutions. Funny enough, I don't know why.
What? Do you know why?
Oh, unless you have
You already acted on your New Year's resolutions before 2026.
Oh,
Which brings us back to my point.
good point there. Well, not every day, No, maybe that is the case because I really don't. And this year is the first year where I don't have a news. But Nakon, it's because you always make me mess up my news resolutions. So maybe this year I was like, yes, I'm tired of being a failure. Maybe not set. That's
Damn.
this way, you know.
Read in there.
Yeah, but also it's because I think, yeah, man, I've got enough self-confidence now to not have a news resolution, to not go with the crowd. But what I'm saying is,
It's a sign of maturity, yes, but
yes, but also if you need to go with the crowd to start, go with the crowd. I'm all about doing and do whatever it takes.
100.
If a New Year's resolution makes you start the gym, but you might quit in March, and then you've got 2 months, you know, you've done something, and the contract doesn't expire in 2 months. So
You just continue paying.
Senji,
Sanjay.
yeah.
Okay.
You will continue paying, so might as well go to the gym.
So, on anything planned for this year? Just go freestyle it,
I've seen one.
Wing it.
wing it.
No, this year, there's a lot of fitness goals.
We need that.
Yeah. So
You guys are not nice.
Yeah, this year I can say I don't have a New Year's resolution, but there's gonna be a new me. So I guess my New Year's resolution is not one thing.
Yeah.
It encompasses my entire life. So everything about my life is gonna be new.
Yeah, man.
So what I had last year, I must either develop, evolve, grow, or get rid of. So everything is gonna be new this year. New body.
You
person.
Let's write that one down.
And it's recorded.
We're gonna circle. We're gonna circle back to that one. We're gonna circle back.
No, that's fair, Mr. Mazego.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Matela.
Yeah, I think my goal is to. I think I haven't done this in a minute, so I want to actively try and pursue to grow the business. I mean, I've been doing some work, but it's been word of mouth.
What is the business? I mean, people don't know.
Oh yes, yeah. The web development thing. So I service small businesses with some technical solutions. So if you're a small business and you've got technology that you want to implement, or you want to optimize anything in your business using technology, this is where I come in. So I've been just using the clients I've had would refer me, or people would see what I've done for clients and then say, hey, so like I've not been actively trying to grow the business. So if I can now, I'm gonna try to market a little bit more, go out there, approach some clients, try to grow it a little bit. It has been a passive pursuit because last year was very busy. I was not able to, but now I wanna make time to try and grow that aspect of my
That's a key component because it gives you independence, right?
Yeah, man.
And money gives you options, and you have the options to either partake of something that someone has forced you down or not.
Yeah, or you can walk away.
So that's a really nice one for the business. Yeah,
that's me though.
Yeah, I think on my side, I mean, it's also growing the business.
No business.
Yeah, if you guys can get in shape, I might have an opportunity to have a business.
You wanna pump us out?
A woman looking for a free
I know.
action nights.
Oh no, if there's any ladies that love men that are better on the chunky side, I've got 2 friends here on my left.
My left.
Oh, the
finger
pointing. The finger pointing.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's really important to what we just discussed now, to have objectives and plans for your life, whether they start on the 1st of January or they are a culmination of 2023, 2024, and 2025 and onward, right? A continuation of that. So for me, continuing to grow and invest in the business so that it grows, looking for new opportunities, and that's obviously in the creative space and also in the non-creative space, right? Because you pivot businesses, etc., depending on the climate, right?
Yeah.
Secondarily, education. I think education for me is paramount. If you've got some additional resources or some time, just throw into education. Get
education.
Get an education. I think those and also just one thing that has been on my mind for the past 5 years is at which point are you going to be content, right? You can have the most money in the world and you put a trillionaire called Mr. Musk here and He wakes up every morning at 5. Doesn't seem like he's very content with the trillions that he now is officially worth. And you've got people that have a lot less. At some point we need to find a place where we are content and at peace. If you get more, it's lovely. But if you are not, if that's all you're going to get in life for the rest of your life, get a bit of contentment. It's not complacency, it's peace and contentment.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just working on that theoretical basis.
I think at this moment we are at that. Okay, I'll speak for myself. I'm at that space where peace. I've reached that peaceful space where I prioritize my peace more than anything else. If there's anything that kind of brings some sort of drama in my life, I get rid of, because I feel like
New leaf.
Yeah, new leaf. Because I feel like it's so peace is so important and people don't understand. And you only start noticing it for men, because I've heard this from different guys. From mid-30s, that's when you start realizing that your peace
Matters
more than anything else. It matters more than the money, more than the women, more than the being out there in the streets as well. Being seen everywhere. You will choose peace over everything.
If you know peace, you will pursue it with everything you've got.
Peace, you will fall in love with it.
And if you don't know peace, then maybe it's something that you need to work on to say, do I know what that is? Because once you've tasted it.
Well, I feel like when our fathers never knew peace. Yeah, that's a first statement. Since I didn't have father.
Whoa. Let's tap into now.
But I feel like men back in the days never knew peace, and that's why they are so stressed, man. Thinking must or kill themselves. No, because they never pursued.
I think our fathers knew peace and they knew where to find peace. It's just that where they found peace.
Where they looked for it.
Where they looked for it and found it. It was not ideal for how things are perceived, for the environment, for society and all. But because a man who does not have peace, it sounds weird, but you kind of want to kill yourself, because
That's not funny. We do not condone
peace, dude. It's
I mean, it's poetic, but it's true. Death and peace.
death and peace is synonymous for men, because how you are when you're at peace and when you think how you are when you're dead
R.I.P.
kind of seems similar, because you're at peace then. You're not bothered by what a lot of things normally bother you.
You're asleep, right?
Yes.
So perpetual sleep.
So that's why the men that were still alive with our mothers, that grew up and became our grandfathers, those men knew where to find peace. I think our fight is trying to find peace in households where we want to know, we would like to control where we find peace. But peace is out there. It's just that we would like to find it in the household. And sometimes when you don't find it in the household, then the lack of a father kind of messes up your plan, because then you don't know where to look for peace.
Can I just double click on that what you just mentioned? Looking for or finding peace sounds like you're looking for peace somewhere else, like outside. That means you're looking for it with other things, other people, and those things can affect your peace.
I think that goes to your definition thing. Know what peace is.
Yes, versus maybe I hope I'm articulating it correctly. Having peace within yourself, then the externalities can't disturb that peace, because you'll see chaos coming from a mile away and be like, chaos, and you shut the door on it, right? Because you're trying to maintain a certain level of peace. Versus maybe, I want my home as a man, as a married person, to give me peace.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not nullifying any of the two, but I'm saying I think the strong start is in us as men, firstly, having peace within ourselves. That way we're able to identify chaos and get rid of chaos in our lives, including chaos in the home. Because if we are just going to rely on chaos being given to us from externalities, then
but it's the start. Right, Manje? The root of it is, where does it start? The root is the root is, I'm looking for peace. You don't realize that you should find peace within yourself. All you want is like, can I have moment.
Yes.
You
when
don't
you're
realize
in
that
a
it should be
situation,
internal.
yeah.
You think that this is something I must pursue because there's a weight on your shoulders as a man, and you don't know how to shake this weight.
Why vele amajita angana peace? And I'll use an example, ne?
Yeah.
A lot of married guys that I've been exposed to, some of them older and so on and so forth. Emzini yabo, they can't relax in their own home. Like when they are there, they can't literally relax. They can't be at peace. They can't relax. The moment they go home to their mother's place, he passes out, right?
Yeah.
And he sleeps and he's at peace.
Yeah.
And a sign of sleeping in a particular location is that you've let your guard down.
Yeah,
You're safe and you're able to sleep and relax. So a lot of men would leave their households or during the weekend, mama, whatever the case might be, because they're looking for that escape so they can find a moment of peace because they don't have it in Makai.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't
moment of silence.
Well, Joy and I have never been married. We wouldn't know.
No. It's not about marriage. It's about peace in your
home.
household. I wanna,
home.
like for me, now, I don't know that type of man where he doesn't have peace in his household. I have peace in my household, in any household I enter. But when a cause again, I peace. Whether you're married or not married.
Okay.
Let's talk
But
about
that's because marriage, because I've never been married. So
for the married peace, for the married peace.
on the marriage, I mean, on the not so married side of things. What was the question again?
the question is,
Peace.
why
manage
are
peace?
some men not at peace in their own household?
Or
And that boils down to marriage.
I see till
No, even
I'm living with someone who you are shut down. Huh?
no, babe.
But no.
No.
I see what you're doing. No, but don't do that.
Why are you living with someone? Oh.
Straight.
no man, umshado Afrikaans.
But I think that question, man, is a bit vague, because you said why wouldn't a man have peace in his own home? What is
Just based on my observations, right?
Yeah.
Based on the married men that I've seen and how infrequently they spend time in their own houses.
Can I try? So, what you use to attract or get someone is the person you always need to be to keep them. So if you met someone and you were someone else, or you pretended to be something you're not, you would always be that thing to keep them. So you'll be in the home and this person thinks you're a certain way. So you're not yourself with them because that's not who they know you to be.
So it's your fault.
Attracted with lies. You attracted them. For example, if you tell a woman, no, you can tell them all these lies that inflate your lifestyle for them to be with you, and then they're with you, but then you got to maintain it because it wasn't real when you started. So if you're really yourself and you're who you are, you tell them, I'm messy, I sometimes miss showers. That's the person you are at home and she sees it's like, oh no, that's the guy I met. He's not anyone else here. So you'll be at peace because the person she knows is the person you are without effort.
I don't like this because
I think that's
women use this excuse a lot where they tend the blame and shift the blame to
Why?
guys.
He changed.
You say it's our fault that they don't give us peace.
No, I'm not saying that.
We're talking about women not be.
But
to put it straight.
His question is,
women.
why aren't men at peace?
Yeah.
Leave the partner out. Why aren't men at peace? So if I'm at home.
But if you're mentioning women, that means the woman is the one that's giving you peace.
That's part of it.
Give you an example. So right now, let's say I'm home alone. I'll be at my most peace because I am myself. When someone else comes into this household and that's the person they know me to be, I won't change. I won't be less at peace because they're there. However, if they think I'm someone else, I'll have to change to be who they want me or who they know me to be in their presence.
Maybe who they want you to be then erodes the peace, right?
Who they want you to be or who they perceive you to be, because that's what you sold.
I'll go with
You
the
sold
who they
that
want you
character.
to be, because there's in your statement, I feel like you are victim blaming. We are the victims in this.
But we are though.
And you're saying we don't get this because we started off fake. But that's not always the case.
Yeah.
You might start off being as genuine as you are.
Yeah.
How Shema socks it out, and she looks at you and goes, oh, that's a project. I can change him,
Active.
So that alone means which you will not have peace because you will be trying to change you throughout the relationship.
Okay.
So how do we fix it, Getre? Just some input as from your perspective.
I don't think you can't fix it.
And don't say change the leaves. You can't just always
Get
change the leaves.
someone that gives you peace in your life. If we're talking about people,
Yeah.
specifically people,
Yeah.
relationships, from the onset, get someone that gives you peace in life. I like something that spokesman said. You'd say from the beginning, define what the relationship is. Make sure that there's understanding on both sides of what the relationship is, what's expected, from both sides, so that you're not disappointed in the long run. There's no one trying to change anyone, From the onset, we'll be genuine with each other. So to his point again, be genuine to each other from the onset. Then at least you will know what you're dealing with. If that person can accept that from the onset, then you already know you're going to have problems. You won't have peace. None. Do not be fooled by the big bums and the big red faces. and ignore those red flags. You can see this person's actively trying to, change who you are, and you're not willing to change. Because change only comes when you are willing to change. Yes. No one else can change you.
That's a very good perspective that you guys have landed, and I think some nuggets can be taken out of the little conversation that we had. And obviously, we can go on and on and on about the topics, but
they can.
Yeah. On to the next one. I mean, I did say it's December, New Year's resolutions, blah 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 blah. But it was cool. Remember the time when we used to go and party MLV? What was that club? Where we used to dance. Trans Sky.
Revealing your age right there.
Yeah.
Trans Sky.
It's not revealing, it's we know how it is.
So I know that I've still got it. I can still dance. Right?
Don't lie, nigga.
All right, cool.
Come on.
I still got it. But I mean, it's Pumagut December, so there was a lot of dancing that happened. And men of a particular age like to think that they can dance, or they don't know how to dance, or maybe so amatola wasavuma and so on and so forth. Dave, when I know you've got a TikTok following, you've also got a daughter.
I do.
Yeah. Who's on my TikTok?
Silence. Wait, I'm 10,000 followers. No.
Yeah, I don't know why you have TikTok, but anyway, that's besides the point. What new moves is your daughter teaching you as a TikTok person, or which ones are you learning? Because you've got a profile there.
I don't dance. I stopped dancing.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
You're grown up.
Real men don't dance. Chain is sweating. What's all?
Yeah, you see why he doesn't dance. This is why he doesn't.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't dance.
I don't even know.
But remember the moves that you did just last day.
That was a long
You can't do that publicly.
We left that in the past. We don't dance.
We don't dance.
We are supporting actors, supporting.
Machita, you guys agree with this? There's no dancing now.
I watch them channels and say, "Come Chana," go like I've not had to be in a circle in a very long time. No one wants me. Also, no one wants to see me dance. Like no one wants to see me dance.
Are you sure?
I'm going to have a go.
No, as in nobody wants to see you dance.
No.
All right. So none of us here are married, right? The science says that dancing is the science.
Oh.
No, what the what?
Science.
The science. The science says that dancing is actually a mating call.
Of course.
Your ability to move your body in a rhythm. And when you're dancing, there's symmetry. It attracts women because it says this is no. This is the science, right? This is the science of just human beings biologically, right?
Yeah.
As animals, even as animals, yeah. So with that being said, Niyajiva or anjive for
He gave up on those methods. Like, nah, I'm gonna use the money.
No, they don't care about you dancing.
No, what I would object to that is, if the women that don't want to see you dancing, those are women of a certain age group.
Yes.
But it's biological. So are they the ones that are no longer procreating?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't want to see you dance.
No, but maybe it's not even a procreation. So the science of it doesn't only talk about the procreation component, but the ability to indulge in adult
The ones that are
activities.
at the highest point of reproduction, those ones would like to see you dance. Obviously, if you're dating the girls that are under 25 years old would want you to do TikTok challenges with them and TikTok dances.
Because they're on TikTok.
You naturally dance with them, you know. So
David.
if you were to have a partner and you say, I don't dance with my partner, I can already assume that your partner is 30 and above. I can already assume that.
That's
why didn't I dance?
the number.
No, mama, I imagine this Kuluma based on social media because if I'm
Yeah.
then your girl absolutely ofuna ukwenza izinto ezihamba ngama-trends vele ukuthi and sometimes it's not that you're dancing but you're moving your body you know a certain way for a certain
We do
challenge or
that though.
whatever.
We don't stiff.
But that's dancing. Tell us what do you dance?
Then I dance there.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't do TikTok dancing.
I've seen you.
It was not a dance. It was a challenge. It was a challenge. I did a challenge.
Was it a
But
dance
did you
challenge?
dance?
No, it was the carry thing.
Oh,
where you carry them on your shoulders. I did that. That's
Ikora kunzima.
Kukumuntu akho kula mahlombe la.
yeah, man. Yeah. So she was curious, like, can you carry me? I'm sure. Look, you know. But yeah, no. But look, if she says, join me for a dance, you'll do this thing. Mara, you won't pretend you're good at it. You accommodate the social convention. Yeah.
You do it.
But I do.
Then you dance.
I was supposed to in December.
Then you dance, my man.
Aye, cool.
Yeah, get time. Much fun.
An expansion to
Yes.
the TikTok challenge.
100%.
Yeah.
So
No.
if you're on social media doing challenges, you're dating under 25s.
Yes, if you're participating, you're dating an under 25. Yeah, either you're dating an under 25 or
Midlife crisis.
over 25 that's compensating or trying to be a social band.
Do we have time to jump into this conversation? We don't right now.
We don't.
No, we don't. Okay, we don't. I think we'll revisit because there's a lot that can be said between
There's a lot to unpack.
a lot in just what has been said.
I know you said tomorrow's not promised.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, sisera emjayivweni, emo-December, kwamanye years, resolution and all that kind of things. I mean, adulting comes with its thing, right? One minute you are in your teenage years, you get to a family event, you chill there, far away, close to the Wi-Fi, or far away where you can hide your drinks with your cousins, and you just drink and you drink. There's no responsibilities per se on you. And then you wake up, you're in your late 20s, you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, and all of a sudden you are an active contributor in the family dynamic.
Yeah,
you are an uncle, you melu uyenza umthetho, melu guide family, etc. How did the past December, at the tender ages in the mid, I won't mention your ages, but
Yet.
a few years from a particular age that resonates with 40. How did you guys show up?
Yeah.
How did you show up this December as a man of a particular age?
Snap. Actually, to come to think of it, so yeah, the family gathering. So we did a thing with the family for December, for Christmas, and one of them, Chanas. So he's been in a serious relationship. He now has I'm a grandfather. So so they kind of asked me to give him the lowdown, on because he lives with his girlfriend now, and they've got a kid.
Shutting up.
Yeah. So they were like, no, dude, he can't just, because I'm not sure if you guys are aware, like in our upbringing, you don't just bring someone home. You can't just it doesn't work like that. So with him, obviously, he's met, the family. She's met because of the kid. They've had to, acquaint her. But that was the first time we all seeing them together as a unit. So there was a thing of, just explain a few things. So I had to do that. It was my first go at it. He's not my youngest nephew to have a kid. I mean, he's my youngest nephew to have a kid, but not my first nephew. So I've done it before, but not in this setting where I was this guy's doing 1, 2, and 3. I felt like I was talking to me a little bit. It felt weirdly. It's as though, and I lived with him for some time, so it was as though I was correcting things I kind of did in my past. It was like I was being me talking
that.
to me. I was trying to not rectify per se, but it felt like I was talking to a younger me. It was a little punch in the face. I was like, damn,
Why were you selected? Is it credentials?
I am so in my immediate family. I'm the only uncle. I've got all female siblings, so I'm the only
by
so you're
uncle by default.
So swag.
Oh, that's big. That's big.
No, but
Which abangani bakho?
even
That doesn't mean you're the best. You're just the only
no, but I rose to the occasion. I'll put it like that. Where I couldn't shy away. There's certain, to your point, their responsibilities now, they're expected of us. They didn't just say, who came here? Us? Like, no, he's at that point in his life where he is the person that would be doing such a task. So, that's ketcha. You don't choose. I'm the best.
Yeah.
Babona, when they see you, how you should be, because we might see ourselves as young still here and there, but they don't. They see us for who we really are. And they're like, you're going to hold this responsibility. And then they put you there, you must work.
You must
that was
the role.
It felt heavy.
Yeah, no, nice one. Yeah,
it cannot be easy and you went to that.
Freestyle.
Yeah. But you stepped up.
100.
Yeah. And that's what it's about, right? I think a very important part of what you just said, I think as men, is being present so that you can fulfill your role.
Yeah.
Right? So if you are not present at the family gathering and the family events, there would not be an opportunity for you to lead as a man within that family context and pass on the guidance. I think maybe what we also lack as Amachit and maybe our time away and so on and so forth is, for various reasons, people just decide not to be present in some of those instances. Then we lose out on the opportunity to guide. No man, which is your role as an uncle.
Yeah.
Spokes, how was your December as an adult?
I was that adult that was absent.
No, I mean, yes.
So yeah.
But what gave me comfort is that even the generations before me, like we will live life on our own terms. And I mean, I fell into this thing that other men also fall into, where you're more drawn to your mother's side of the family. No matter was paid. So I just felt like, I felt if there was more of a Maseko presence, then I'm obliged to, rather than being present on my mother's side of the family, because who am I leading and leading to where? I felt like maybe if I'm to advise, I'm leading you astray. I care to amadoda abaningi, ayithanda abafazi bethu, mara yindlela le esihambayo.
Yeah, no.
Kuba lula. So I was absent.
No,
dude, you went through all of that just I was absent.
No, that's Steve. Go for it, Dave.
So not to obviously step a date on it like December, but it's I see where your line of questioning is. Speaking of stepping up to family events.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
I think we were talking about it not so long ago. It's a bit difficult for us, especially as the new so-called adults, especially if you grew up in Gauteng, in Johannesburg, where there isn't really much of that cultural aspect of things. You only experience culture when which hardly happens in that as well. It becomes very difficult for us to now navigate that space because we don't have much experience in it, if I can put it like that. Most of us, not all of us,
city folks, yeah.
Most of us don't have much experience in that because obviously where we grew up, what we were exposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, I was speaking to one of my cousins, saying, if these uncles, in fact, there are hardly any uncles left in our family.
We are them.
Yeah, we are about to become the new uncles, the ones that have to negotiate and do certain things traditionally, and we don't know them.
Yeah.
We got to a point where like makushona someone's shayi braai.
Hey, Joe.
Shayi braai is tending inkomo hayi busha shayi braai sibaya amabhodlela abaphansi babayiphuza iHennessy bazozibona kunamqondo uzokwenziwa. If you don't know how to make umqombothi, you know. But and that's the problem right now that we are currently facing, where we realize that we are in this space where we are expected to step up, but we are unable to because of lack of experience.
Ecosystem.
Yeah. So which is a very hard thing to admit, but we are in that space where I couldn't comfortably say that I could hold umsebenzi imxhosa umgidi. You know, Xhosa I would never be able to organize umgidi, run umgidi, because I don't know much about umgidi.
Yeah.
I'm Xhosa. What do you mean like Xhosa?
That's low. That's low.
What do you call it?
Yeah, well, Xhosas are a mixture of everything. So hey,
Some of them are just tossed.
Most of them.
Hey, but they're gonna come for us, eh?
Khoi people. No, we quite versatile as Xhosa people.
You mentioned, I think both of you guys mentioned something really, really important. And then yours struck a chord, Ega Sandile. The fact that you didn't go to the mother side of the family, ngoba isibongo sikababa Masego. And there's a role that you should be fulfilling, Wamasego.
Yes.
And you are not able to fulfill that role, Wamasego. Shows good there was an imbalance. You know, and I think as men, that's something that we also need to be cognitive of. You know, especially, you know, we know what our histories were, our histories are, at least generalizing with how families were broken apart by apartheid and all these other issues that came around.
Damn, it
from
impacted
the
us.
absent farmers. And absent fathers. Whatever that created is something that we should be fixing.
Yes.
Right? Because it is about saying, isibongo sakho sithi, you are this person. Then you are this person. Wakamasego, Shabalala, whatever the case might be from that side of the family. From a prioritization perspective, you should be prioritizing Bawamasego as a priority, as number one, and growing that family.
Yes.
Wandisa, loyo muzuloyo, right? So I think that's something as men we need to look at and say, you know, maybe our parents, Mbogotos, did the best that they could, and for whatever reasons, you know, the matriarchy did that, but the patriarchy is unanswered for.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of our responsibilities as men is to fix
Going
the
forward.
patriarchal component, right? Because what is your surname? Yeah. Yeah, we're on to our last segment, and what our last segment is, you know, because we're four gents of a particular age, we are our brothers' keepers, you know, and this is basically every episode we challenge each other, something small, something medium, something large, so that we can hold each other accountable. And I want to ask, who would like to challenge? I think Spokes, you wanted to challenge somebody.
Yeah,
to do something.
I would like to challenge Andrew.
Yeah.
Ngoba I felt like I've been friends with Andrew for a long time. And Andrew is a chimpani. You know, he's a chimpani, but I have never seen progress. Yo! I know if I could call anyone, they say call a friend, I can call a friend, many friends. I've never seen progress. And the way this guy gyms, he should be hitting certain marks. So what I think is, maybe I'm not seeing the results, but he's actually hitting those marks.
This hurts a little bit.
I've got a question. I've just got a question for him.
Sure.
Two-part question. First part, how much do you bench press?
I first of all, I hate bench press. I hate bench pressing. Look, they say you should bench 2/3 of your weight. So I can do So I can bench that. I can bench to
2/3 of your weight.
Why are we going into my weight? Why are we going into 2/3 of my weight? I can bench to, but I hate bench press. I don't do
But
it.
what is 2/3 of your weight? Or what can you bench press? 90,
I bench press.
60?
If I do a full set of 10, I do around 60, 65.
60, 60. And if you were to do one, how much?
Oh, my PB is, I think it's 100.
100.
It's my PB. No,
You've done 100 before?
I've done 90. I did 90 excluding the bar. So that's actually 105, actually. 15 plus 90. So it was 45 plus the bar. That's my PD. It's not personal best challenge. And I won't go further. I don't like bench press.
That's fine. My challenge to you, which is just incremental, it's just minute.
I don't come outside.
I would say, because you say 100, 105, I would want you to bench 100. And we don't include the weight of the bar. If I could see 50, I'd want to see you bench press that, because now you have a fitness brand.
Yeah.
You have a fitness brand. You have a fitness brand. And you've been tinkering on the hundreds, 90s. I would say that would be my personal challenge to this gentleman.
I must bench 100.
If you can bench 100
How many
and
reps?
get it.
How many reps?
2. The 2, don't
3,
do
my
this.
brother.
No,
You do
let
3.
him challenge you.
I would love 3 reps of 100.
Yeah,
but,
1, 2,
but the last
3.
one can be assisted,
Okay.
But those first 2 from you,
Do you accept?
I would.
By the way, there's a time limit.
accept.
There's a time limit to this. You have to do this within the month, and you need to track the progress, and you need to give us feedback on the next episode.
So
how
now
close are you?
I must start bench pressing.
And it's doable. I mean, do if your max was 90, you could get to that extra 10 million.
And to help you, Tato, the personal trainer, your friend, Tato,
Personal
the
trainer.
personal trainer. Tato, can you just step in here?
Tata only trains women.
Join us.
Just do that bicep. Just Tato
Yeah.
trains woman. Do you accept the challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess, guys, this is the close of it. We expect an update next episode on how far you're tracking, but within the month, you must have closed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Guys, it's been a lovely episode. We really want to do this again as soon as possible. I hope you loved the show. Please do subscribe. You'll probably see our social media written over here. Please do follow. Please subscribe. I want to grow our fellowship and our followership. And we'll keep giving you what we basically talking about. It's about the WhatsApp group leaving and coming on a podcast and talking about the things that we should be talking about as young men, a perspective, fun, but also giving the guidance that we need to. Au revoir. See you. Episode 2.
To the next one.
Izo.
Dark days can't hold me.